Do you ever get frustrated because you can't attract paying clients? Does it ever feel like no matter how much action you're taking, you cannot get someone to sign on the dotted line? It's like, how many discovery calls can I do to get somebody to actually come on board? Well, if that's you, then I've got a great episode for you today. Hello. You are listening to Positive Mindset for Entrepreneurs. I am your host, Dana Wilde. This is the show where you discover how to break through limiting beliefs and make more money. If that sounds good to you, stay tuned because I got a great freebie for you this episode that I will talk about later. So we had somebody write in. Let me just quickly give you kind of the gist of it because it was, fairly long. So this coach wrote in, I can't attract clients. I am a single mom. I've got a full-time job and I'm trying to develop a coaching business on the side. I get results when I coach people for free and I know they could be magnified if the client was paying, but I can't seem to make the sale. I don't have the expectation that I'm making the sale. And she graciously said that she actually busted herself on this, which is great. She knows that's a story. She wants to leave her job and she's tried affirmations and visualization, but not consistently, and a whole lot of action. So I love the candor in this email that you sent, and I love that you are out there trying things to make this happen. And you hit on something really, really important that I want to discuss, and that is the idea that action builds a business, because that's the bill of goods we're sold when we start our businesses as new entrepreneurs. We're told, like, take more action, do this stuff, get your lead magnet, do the discovery calls, build your email list, nurture the email list, close the deal, give them an upsell, and on and on and on and on. Everybody is singing the same tune, and that tune is action, 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 action. Take more action. Here's the stuff you need to do to get sales. But here's the deal that nobody talks about. Doing that stuff is not what makes you sales. That's not what gets you clients. That's not what gets your product sold on your website. That's not what gets your program sold. Like, fill in the blank, whatever you're trying to sell. You can take all the action you want to, but the action is not what's actually making the sale. What? Because think about it for just a second. If just taking the action was what did it, then wouldn't every single entrepreneur out there who's just taking action be making money? And we know that's not the case. Many people start their businesses, never gain traction, never really find their way with it. So what's the missing ingredient? What is the only thing that actually makes you any money? What is the only thing that actually makes you sales? The answer? Mindset. And specifically, in this particular case, the feeling of positive expectation, the feeling like it's working, the feeling that whatever I'm doing, the right people are going to find me and it's going to happen. And that's the challenge, isn't it? When you have no track record and you don't have a client yet, how do you get that feeling like this is going to work and I'm going to find a client and I'm going to, build my business and somebody is going to sign with me? Well, the good news is everybody who has ever started a business started in this place with no track record, no clients, no history, no money coming in. And they had to find a way to juice up their positive expectation that what they were doing was going to work. They had to become their own best cheerleaders. That's what our jobs are as entrepreneurs. Our jobs are not to build our website or, create the funnel or write an email to the list or create a webinar. No, none of that. Our job, your number one job as an entrepreneur, is to feel good, believe in yourself, juice up your mindset, juice up your positive expectation, and really keep yourself in that feel good place. Now, sometimes we can't feel super happy, positive expectation. Oh gosh, I'm, all that feeling. But if you can feel more hopeful on a consistent basis, that will get you there. So that's step one. Step one is really work that hope muscle. And it's as simple as just starting to say little hope sentences in the back of your mind. I hope this works. I hope somebody signs up out of the blue. I hope I get a client. I hope that somebody reaches out to talk to me. I hope I start to feel better about my business and my results. I hope I think of another hope sentence. I hope I start to feel more hopeful. I hope something comes right out of the blue. Like sometimes just saying those I hope sentences over and over again, you can start to feel that shift, that more hopeful shift. You can even just say the word hope. Hope, 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 hope. I'm starting to feel more hopeful. 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 Like you can't say I'm starting to feel more hopeful 100 times without starting to feel more hopeful. I dare you. Go ahead and try. I just dare you to try it. So if you can't do anything else, stay hopeful. But ideally, you want to get yourself to more of a feeling of positive expectation. So some of the things you can do to make that happen. Number one, sell yourself on what you have to offer. So sit down and look at your offer, look at the transformation that you're providing, and really convince yourself that what you're offering is a screaming deal, and get yourself to the point where you're thinking like, they'd be crazy not to get this. Like, this is such a good deal. They'd be crazy not to get this. So you can do this as a multi-prong approach. The first thing to do is to answer this question. Why am I the one to deliver this service or program? Why am I the one? What personal experience do I have? What makes me the one? And it can be things like, I'm a brain trainer. I think positively. I believe in customer service. I adore my clients and I dote over them, and I do everything I can to make sure they shift. You can add things like your degrees or your certificates, anything like that, or your training or your experience. I've read 1,000 books on this topic. You can add your past experience. Maybe you've had the experience of something in the past that you were, I was once lost and now I'm found kind of experience. You've had the transformation yourself. So really convince yourself, like, I am the person to help them with this transformation, and be able to see it in print and really be like, okay, I am the one to help. Next, make a list of the transformation that your client has when they work with you, the specific problem they might come to you with, the way their life is when they come to you, and then what their life looks like when you're done working with them. And remember to include all kinds of facets of their life. How have their relationships improved? How has their self-esteem improved? How has their income earning potential improved? How has their spiritual connection improved? Like, whatever facet of life you're dealing with, but also all the other facets of their life. Because when they work with you, they are going to get better results. So in this case, the person writing in, you're a coach, but even somebody, whatever you're selling, if you're selling candles, how is creating an environment in their house that smells good and has ambiance going to impact and benefit their lives? So really get into that transformation that they're experiencing. And then the final section of convincing yourself, the final prong of really selling yourself, is looking at your offer that you're offering them and see if there are things you can do to really juice it up. Are there fast action bonuses you can give? Are there other things that you can add, assessments or digital programs or PDF write-ups or anything that you can add to make it really super juicy? And when you look at that offer, again, you really want to look at that offer and go, I can't believe I'm giving them this for this price. Like, it's almost like, oh my gosh, should I raise my prices? You want to be that convinced that this is such a good thing. So now you've got that three-prong approach. why you're the one, the transformation they're experiencing, and the offer that you've got. And you've got yourself so excited about this and really feeling like, wow, this is amazing what I'm helping people with, what I'm doing. And the idea that, I'm doing it for this price and this is such a good deal and people are going to love this and I'm going to, help people transform and all that good stuff. So you've got yourself really, really, really fired up. That's the emotional place to create all of your content. If you don't feel like that, don't create any content to post on social media. So don't sit down and just say like, oh, okay, I'm going to go on ChatGPT and get a list of good quotes and just make some graphics and post those graphics out there. Like, don't do anything with that really low grade energy. Because what gets sales for you, what attracts clients to you, you want to attract clients, you want to attract a paying client, you want to feel positive expectation about attracting a paying client. Juice up that positive expectation every single day, every single day, and then create your content, and then do your webinar, and then do your discovery call, and then show up for the podcast interview. Like, think about the difference that is going to make in your business if you really say like, okay, that's it. I'm not going to show up as any other version of myself anymore. The only version of myself that is acceptable when I move out into the world is my absolute best, flying high, feeling good version of myself. And watch how fast this works. Okay? Watch how fast it works just doing that. Now, final thing, I want to give you a really cool exercise. It comes out of the Train Your Brain book. And by the way, if you like stuff like this, for sure, hit the subscribe button here, but also go to danawilde.com/mantra and get a daily mantra of the day, because that's also when I invite you to different free events and things like that. So danawilde.com/mantra, get on my email list so that I can give you all sorts of goodness for free, my favorite price, right? So the third bonus tip comes out of the Train Your Brain book. And it's Mindwork Experiment number 20. And it's a way to have a daily exercise that will juice up your positive expectation easily. And here's what you do. You start the day with a sheet of paper, and at the top of the sheet of paper, and obviously you can do this electronically, you put what you want. So it might be something like, I want paying clients. I want paying clients. And then fill up the rest of the sheet with the reasons why you expect to get them. Did you catch that? Not why you want to get them, not why you might think maybe you'll get them, why you expect to get paying clients. And remember, you can use this for anything. I want a BMW. Why do you expect to get it? I want $1 million business. Why do you expect to get that? So you fill up the list. Why do you expect to get paying clients? Well, I'm doing the right things. I'm doing the things people are telling me to do. I love to learn. I'm learning about building my business. I can see that I'm making a difference in people's lives, even with my free content. People feel good when they interact with me. I'm showing up as my best self. I've got a lot of experience. I have a lot of tools in my tool belt for helping people. Boom, 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 boom. Why I expect to get. People talk about me. Like, just make that list. Now, do that every day for 30 days. And obviously, sometimes you're going to have some overlap and you're going to say some of the same reasons. But see if you can, how many reasons you can think of. See if you can change up the reasons every day, or change up the majority of them every day. And watch how you literally just change your energetic field when you do that every day. You start walking into the world with this level of expectation that you are delivering your message differently. You are doing those discovery calls differently. You are using a more creative part of your brain. You are getting different results. Now, final thing, remember your self-talk. Sometimes we have all these exercises like you're going, oh my gosh, now I got to take 5 minutes a day to juice up my expectation. I got to take 5 minutes a day to fill out that form, so it can start to feel like, oh my gosh, 15 whole minutes a day on mindset, not that. But the most important thing to do is that background message in your mind as you go about your day. This doesn't take any extra time out of your day. And it is as simple as saying the sentence, I notice I'm starting to attract paying clients. Now, if your BS radar goes up with that, then just say, I notice I'm starting to attract more people to my business. I know I'm starting to attract more people. Like, start to say that little sentence in the back of your mind, change the wording, play with the wording, see if you can, when you're doing boring stuff anyway, think of new ways to speak about that. Because right now you've got that needle in the groove saying, I'm not attracting clients. I'm not attracting clients. I'm not attracting clients. Why am I not attracting clients? I'm not attracting clients. And your our beautiful brain, your reticular activating system is matching that. It's matching I'm not attracting over and over again. It's serving you perfectly. So you want to feed it different information. So now you just start saying, you're doing the dishes, you're sitting at a stoplight, you're folding the laundry. Think these new sentences intentionally. Be a proactive thinker in your head. So think things like, I'm starting to feel better about this. I notice that things are starting to shift. I'm starting to feel better about this. I'm starting to attract more people that I want to work with. I'm starting to see more people I want to work with. I'm starting to notice that people are referring me. I'm starting to feel better when I show up online. I'm starting to be more my ideal self when I show up online. I'm starting to see that this is working. I'm attracting more people to my sandbox. I feel more in a place of positive expectation when I greet people. I love how this is working. I love that I'm getting better and better at this. I love that I'm feeling more and more positive expectation. I love that more and more clients are being attracted to my message. I love that I'm attracting a better quality client. I love that I'm attracting my ideal client. I love that more and more of my ideal client are coming on my radar. I'm starting to have good conversations with my ideal client. I can see that I'm stepping into a new level. It feels so good to meet my ideal client and be able to engage with them and know that I have something to offer them. It feels so good to be able to see more and more of my ideal client coming into my sandbox. I'm attracting more of my ideal client. I'm attracting more paying clients. I'm attracting more clients likely to pay. It feels so good to be attracting these paying clients. I love attracting clients who want to pay me what I'm worth. I love attracting my ideal clients more and more and more in droves. It feels so good to juice up my mindset and attract my ideal client. And that's how you do it. Find the way to get into a different needle in the groove in your brain and just do it as often as you can throughout the day. And without a doubt, you've totally got this.